phones?
Nah, I don't think so. I was like, maybe 3.
Of course.
I was like, maybe 3.
Hey, you guys remember AT&T? You guys know AT&T, right?
Yeah.
Before it was AT&T, you know what it was?
I think I was a little kid.
Singular Wireless.
Singular wireless.
Yeah, okay, they just dated themselves.
Oh my god.
You know what it was before Singular Wireless?
No.
Pac Bell.
What?
Okay, I've never heard that one.
I just dated myself.
I had Sprint.
I had siblings. Oh my god. My siblings.
Did you have one of the next telephones?
Yeah.
Reminiscent. Sorry, guys.
I also had a pager before that.
Never had a pager.
Were you
so
sending all the
bald.
messages with the upside down numbers? Hello.
I learned how to do that with the calculator.
I remember being able to text message without looking. Just feeling the.
I remembering people's phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
hard.
Like that part of
Oh,
my
yeah,
brain.
he's
I wonder
like
what it
mom.
stores now.
I have a few numbers memorized still.
I had 5 numbers just in case of emergency.
Ernie, my mom, my dad, and grandma. That's it.
Ernie
Shit, I think I
That's
know
it.
my mom's.
Ernie, yeah. Ernie and Delilah.
I know.
Crazy. Anyways, so back then getting somewhere often meant asking someone for directions. I've had my fair share of moments where I'd approach a stranger and say, "Can you help me find my way?" Often they'd reply, "It's a bit tricky to explain, just follow me." Isn't it amazing how someone would take time out of their day to guide you? I think it's because they knew something you didn't. There's a certain joy in helping others navigate their journey. We all have that little desire to feel like we know something valuable, to see things from a different perspective, and to share our insights with others. But here's the humbling truth. Asking for directions shows a willingness to learn and grow. It's a reminder that none of us have all the answers. As Proverbs 3:5-6 says, beautifully puts it, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. If we don't know where we're headed, how will we recognize when we've arrived? It's essential to seek guidance, whether from others or from God. Let's embrace both the joy of helping others find their way and the humility of asking for help when we need it. After all, we're all on this journey together. It's interesting because I think if you look at people nowadays asking for directions, no one will ask for directions. Like even if you have GPS or something, and I've seen it happen with some older men who don't use GPS, but they don't want to ask, like I'll figure it out, I'll get there on my own. So bringing up the humbling experience part of this, like it is humbling to ask somebody for help. It's one of those kind of, I don't want to say put yourself in check moments, but it's a thing where you got to really look at yourself and just think, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what to do. If I do it on my own, I'm going to stay lost. I'm going to stay looking for where I need to be or where I need to go. And so being humble enough to ask somebody, hey, I need help, I need direction.
Well, because you're admitting that you don't have the answer.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, they get ashamed of that. Like, I'm supposed to have all the answers, and you don't.
Right. You do not need to know all the answers.
I like not knowing things. I know. Ignorance.
Ignorance is
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Comments?
It's pretty interesting. Honestly, it's happened to me at work a lot. I ask a lot at work. I went from not knowing anything to learning, like knowing almost everything there by just asking. And when I get confused, like if I get confused, I usually ask, or I try to remember like what does that mean, what does this mean. But usually I try to ask.
Sorry, you just unlocked a whole memory thing for me. Do they train you to walk people to where they need to go?
What do you mean, like?
Oh wait, so you're Amazon warehouse.
They train us to do it.
Yeah, so when I worked at Barnes & Noble, whenever somebody would ask me, hey, can you help me find this book? It was never, oh, you go to fantasy, third shelf on the, no, it says take them to the book and you put it in their hand. So I don't know, I just made that connection right now. Like, we're supposed to lead people to where they need to go. And not just lead them there, but actually give it to them.
I feel like we talked about this.
we did. Yeah, well, yeah. So that's just, yeah. And so it's interesting. That's all I got right now. That was just a.
That was everything that was unlocked.
That was unlocked. Was just
Wow, the treasure chest.
the purpose. Well, there's purpose behind. It's not clicking yet, but it's there. It's there. I need help with making it click, Vince. If you would like to help with that.
Would you be on that journey?
All right.
Think of the little game, that achievement that pops up. Memory unlocked.
God knew that this lady needed a turnaround in her life. And the only way that she was going to experience the hand of God move in her life is if she gave everything she had. Elijah told her, if you make me this cake, your flour won't run dry and your oil will not stop. She went back and she believed the word of God and she made him a cake. And from that day, her flour did not run dry and her oil kept running. Many of you need to understand that God's purpose, his provision, is in the seeds that you plant. You think you don't have enough, and so you keep it and you hoard it, but God is saying that's the one way that you can stop and have death come quicker. In order for you to live, you gotta give.
Making fun of our iPad TV, we decided to get rid of it, and instead we made it an art wall. Wait, okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Hurry up. Happy birthday to you, Gabby. Happy birthday to you.
I have other ones if you want to actually blow out the candles. So I have another 20 seconds.
Do you guys want my bottle?
I'm for my. Oh, I did the same thing. I should have told you. I did the same thing last.
Where are the midgets?
I'm sorry, I threw that.
Ow! I should have told you. I did the same thing. Yeah, that happened.
Oh, wow.
To me too. Dude, look.